KGUN-9 On Your Side weather with meteorologist Aaron Brackett.
Sure, it's great to be with you on this Saturday. And look at this, Larry Wozlewski. He sent us a lot of wonderful photos. Well, he looked out his back door today and saw this large feline here, a bobcat, resting on the little brick railing right there. And pretty cool photo right there. I'm sure he zoomed in on this quite a bit. And if you have any photos of pretty much anything nature, weather related, we love to see them. Weather at KGUN9.com. Up to 89 degrees today, average of 84, so still above average yet again. Almost the last 6 out of the last 7 days have been above average here in Tucson. 61 was the low temperature today. And across the area, we saw 90s. Off to the northwest, we finally stayed in the 80s though today here in Tucson. We had a forecast of 90. I think we'll take the 80s and we'll have even lower 80s for tomorrow. You'll like that. Temperature of 72 right now in Tucson, 65 in Wilcox, the cool air off to the north in Show Low, just 50 currently, and that dew point finally up for folks in Show Low. We had single digits, even lower teens the last 2 days. 41 in Tucson, so not terribly uncomfortable yet. We're not into the part of the year where we get, the single digits and the incredibly low humidities. That is still to come. We see 40s along the border as well. Current temperature still 47 in Flagstaff, still cold to the north. 67 in Kingman right now, mid-70s in Vegas currently. And you see just a couple clouds throughout the state. Most of those have worked off toward the east and really not too much going on here around Tucson. Certainly good if you want to go outside and spend a couple minutes looking up at the sky, hoping to see some of the Orionids as they pass through our atmosphere. Well, here are our headlines. We're going to stay relatively warm above average, but we will actually cool down from today's high. Remaining dry with some scattered showers off to the north, although I do have a couple of them in our forecast. I'll show you that in the 7-day. But look at the cool down over the western United States, especially off to the Pacific Northwest. You see Seattle, Portland, Medford down 9 degrees over the last 24 hours. Take this and translate it south tomorrow as we'll see our cool down start. Now this is rather interesting. This chart right here is actually a graph of tornadoes over the entire year. You see this darker blue line was last year and this lighter blue line was this year, with the black line being average. Now obviously we don't really see too many tornadoes here in Arizona, but we talk about the huge exceptional drought in the Midwest and look at the tornado count, over 1,600 last year. This year about 750. So a huge drop in that. We love to see that, as that means a lot less loss of life. So much quieter season that we've had as we look back. Here in southern Arizona, we're quiet as well. Yet again, we've had our above average monsoon season. We're out of that now, and the skies remain clear for some time. Tonight, down to 53 Sierra Vista, 52 in Wilcox, mid-40s in Show Low tonight. 58 in Oro Valley, Benson mid-50s with lower 50s from Nogales to Douglas. Here in Tucson tonight, down to 59, a little cooler than we saw early this morning. South winds at 5 miles per hour. We're going to take the winds up just a little bit tomorrow. We'll call it 10 to 20 miles per hour and 86. We'll have your 7-day forecasts coming up a little bit later on. 9 your side at 10. We'll be right back.